Jungle.
Hello, I hope you are doing well. I am so grateful for watching my video, and please be sure to follow my Instagram account and subscribe to the YT channel as well. Please also make sure to like, comment and share. What is Adobe Illustrator? Adobe Illustrator is a vector graphics editing program that is part of the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite, a set of desktop apps for graphic design, video editing, and web development. Adobe Illustrator is mainly used to create vector graphics, illustrations, logos, and icons. What is Adobe Illustrator used for? Many professionals and businesses use Adobe Illustrator regardless of skill level. From the most advanced user to a beginner, you may have to learn how to use Illustrator if you are in the following creative industries. Advertising agencies create magazine covers, logo designs, and branded graphics for social media posts. Video game designers use Adobe Illustrator to create textures, logos, icons, sprites, and other elements that are part of the game. Publishing and illustration companies create book illustrations and covers. Mobile application producers design the graphics for their apps. Artists create vectors, digital paintings and sketches. Graphic designers create advertising materials such as ads, posters, flyers, labels, fonts, and stickers. It is popular in the business world for graphic design projects related to marketing, advertising, and branding, as well as with artists who create digital artwork personally and professionally. Let's talk about fill color and stroke color. Fill color and stroke color are located in three ways: appearance, toolbars, and controls. Fill color. A fill is a color, pattern, or gradient inside an object. You can apply fills to open and closed objects and to faces of live paint groups. You see first options called fill color. Example, draw a shape like a rectangle. Now I click on the fill color to click on the red color or any color. Swap fill and stroke. You can quickly change the fill and stroke attributes of any selected frame. Examples, you see two colors in the middle of the swap button in the toolbar. Stroke color. A stroke can be the visible outline of an object, a path, or the edge of a live paint group. You can think of it as the outline, the color around the edge of an item. You see second options called stroke color. Example, after the fill color example, click fill color and then click the none option in the first box. Now I click on stroke color to set red color or any color. Now let's talk about feature of stroke color. Stroke panel. The stroke panel lets you set the properties of lines and curves, as well as shape outlines and vector brush strokes. Stroke weight drag to change the width, thickness of the selected line. Variables width profile. The variable width menu will show a profile of the selected line. Brush definition. Brushes in Illustrator are objects that you color with or register to other objects as strokes. Let's start toolbars. Selection tool. The selection tool is the black arrow icon that you use all the time. It functions as a typical cursor, allowing you to select, click and drag objects and text around your screen. Example, draw a shape like a rectangle. Now I click and drag the object anywhere. Let's add text like B. I click and drag the object anywhere. Direct Selection Tool. The Direct Selection tool allows you to individually select and edit specific anchor points of vector shapes or lines. Where the regular selection tool would select the entire shape, the Direct Selection tool enables you to edit one angle, side, point or curve at a time. Example 1. Draw a shape like a rectangle. Now I click on the Direct Selection tool. You see an anchor on the top corner. Double tap, left mouse button, drag it and move it up, down and wherever. 2. You see two dots inside to corner. I'm going to click drag and release to round the corners. That's called curve. Again click drag and release. Click on the type tool, T, in the fourth column. Write S. Now click on the right mouse button. You see create outline in the menu. Now I click on the Direct Selection tool. You see an anchor on the top right corner. Double tap, left mouse button. I drag it and move it up, down and wherever. You see two dots inside corner. I am going to click drag and release. Similar examples 1 and 2 described in the Direct Selection tool. Group Selection tool. This tool allows you to easily select a specific object within a group in order to move, edit, or resize it individually. Example, you see a rectangle and S. Click and hold left mouse button for two objects. Click Ctrl plus G for grouping objects. Now click Direct Selection tool, drag it and move it up, down and wherever. You want to ungroup objects. Click Ctrl plus Shift plus G for ungroup objects. In simple words, click while hold the left mouse button for two objects. Click the right mouse button. You see the group in the menu. If you want to ungroup for two objects, click the right mouse button. You see ungroup in the menu. Magic Wand tool. This tool allows you to click on a single object in order to automatically select everything in your workspace with that same fill color. This would come in handy if you ever needed to adjust the same color on a bajillion different shapes. By using the Magic Wand tool, you only have to click once to do so, instead of clicking on every object individually. Example, draw a rectangle shape anywhere in different colors like red, blue, hex, and green. You see 4 rectangles in different colors in objects anywhere. Now I click Magic Wand tool. Suppose I click blue, green, red and hex on a single object in order to automatically select everything in your workspace with that same fill color. In simple words, you only have to click once instead of clicking on each item individually to do this. Lasso tool, Q. The Lasso tool works similarly to the Direct Selection tool in that it allows you to select individual anchor points within a shape or object. However, the Lasso tool allows you to draw around an area of points you want selected so that you are able to easily select several at a time. Example, draw a shape like a circle. I click on the Lasso tool and drag to the top circle mark. Now I click on the Direct Selection tool, right mouse button and drag the object anywhere like an egg shape, and also use arrow keys like up, down, right and left. Pen tool. The pen tool is probably the most important tool of the entire program. This Illustrator tool allows you to click in your workspace to create anchor points. By clicking and dragging these anchor points, you can maneuver their handles, which give your paths curvature and shape. By connecting several anchor points with this tool, you can create unique hand-drawn vector shapes. Example, click on the pen tool. If I draw a rectangle shape, click the left mouse button while holding left shift button so that the straight line is neither left nor right to the shorter or longer everywhere. Then release hold left shift button for endpoints. Now going to make the bottom, click left mouse button while holding left shift button so that the straight line is neither left nor right to the shorter or longer everywhere. Then release hold release left shift button for endpoints. Now you see a word of intersect. While you see the pink color line, it becomes a rectangle. You now see an anchor for connecting straight lines to form a rectangle. This tool takes some practice, but once you have it down, you will be able to draw freaking awesome vector illustrations. I use the pen tool every single time I open Illustrator, so if there is any tool to master, it's definitely this one. Add Anchor Point tool. The Add Anchor Point tool allows you to click in the middle of an existing path to add an extra anchor point to your shape or line. Example, after explaining about pen tool, I have made a rectangle. Now I click Add Anchor Point tool. In the rectangle line, you see the path to add anchor point tool anywhere. Now I click on the direct selection tool. I drag it and move it up. You see two dots inside corner. I am going to click drag and release. Similar examples 1 and 2 described in the direct selection tool. Delete Anchor Point tool. The Delete Anchor Point tool deletes anchor points from paths. Example, if you click on the path in the line, you see it's an error message. Please use the Delete Anchor Point tool on the anchor points of a path. You see that some anchor points are given. Click on the anchor point and also delete. Anchor Point tool. This tool allows you to add or maneuver handles of existing anchor points in order to add curvature to shapes you have already created. Example, click on the pen tool, draw a straight line. You see you want to make a curve shape like an S shape. Click on Add Anchor Point in the middle of the line of the intersect. Now click on Anchor Point tool. Click on the anchor in the middle of the line, click and hold the left mouse button while swiping your mouse. You see this curved shape like an S shape. We will see you in the next video part 2. I am so thankful for watching my video, and please make sure to follow my Instagram account and also subscribe to YT channel. Bye bye.